I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about what happened in Germany when the Nazis were rounding up all the Jews. But to the best of my recollection, based on what it is that I learned about, um, kind of looks like this. The Jews were othered by the leadership, and the people that supported that leadership bought into that propaganda fully, hook, line, and sinker. And in their minds, they had a justifiable reason to go and round these people up. They had a justifiable reason to snitch on, neighbors that were providing support. They had a justifiable reason to join the Nazi party and help round up this group of people that were poisoning the blood of Germany, right? And they would do things like this. And you're right, it's a trip to see it happen in the United States of America, where we were taught these lessons. And literally half the country is like, I don't know what they were taught, but for some reason it doesn't register. It's like, no, they're criminals, right? And you mentioned like everybody was really, really quiet when these folks were like going after people that were working. And then the criminalization became like, well, I know he said the worst of the worst, but these are criminals because they broke into this country and they broke our laws. So they need to get rounded up and shipped out. And so that becomes the new goalpost, right? And they ignore all of the complaints that they had. Well, they come here and they take advantage of our healthcare system. They take advantage of our whatever, our freedoms, or whatever it is that is built into our like societal framework that is kind of reserved for us citizens. And these people that are working, that aren't freeloaders, that cannot pay into a system, nor can they take away from the system. They're not on the Affordable Care Act. None of these sorts of things are true.
Well,
The
the one thing
singular,
that is true though is that they can pay into that
well, they
system.
can and do. Yeah, you're right.
Earn
They do
money,
pay
they
into it.
spend money, they just can't benefit from it.
Benefit from it. I'm glad you said that, because that is actually actually true. But the thing is, now the singular thing that they've done wrong is that they just came here illegally. And no, like if you would have started the conversation there, people would be like, well, they're not hurting anybody. They're working. Or, maybe they're in the pathway to getting their citizenship. Sure. I understand that every 4 years there's a new president in office and there's new rules, and sometimes citizenship is a little harder to get than what I might imagine it to be. But as long as they're not hurting anybody, they're fine. They're cleaning houses and they're cleaning up hotels and working, and everything is cool. But now people just are like, just get them, because again, they bought it hook, line, and sinker. And now we look like the nation state of Germany when they were rounding up the Jews. It's a trip.